and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is a special topic, Vraja Mandal Parikrama. May I know who all have joined this morning?
हरे कृष्ण सुस्मिता माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, प्रीति दासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shrishmita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi from College Station, Texas. I request everyone to please pray for to please pray for Harita Mataji's mother, who is little sick. I already announced before. She had a knee surgery. She's a little bit struggling with recovery. Please, everyone, unmute and chant 3 times for her. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
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 Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama.
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Thank you, everyone. Please continue to pray for her. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna,
very much.
Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all your wonderful services, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shrishmita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj and Gauranga, and all glories to other assembled devotees on the call. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji, and thank you all the devotees. Please keep my mom in prayers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yes, Mataji, surely, Mataji. We are praying that Lord Nrsimhadev will protect her and engage her in the devotional service. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Welcome to the call, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce?
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajas. My humble obeisance to all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi from Vraja. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving your association every day. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Shall we start recording, Mataji, or
Mataji,
we can
Padmasakhi
chant?
Mataji is not there. We'll chant.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Okay,
Krishna,
dear devotees,
Krishna
if you want to introduce yourself, you can unmute yourself, and I would love to welcome you. Otherwise, we can chant. Let's chant. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara.
She joined, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Today we are so fortunate to have Her Grace Padmasakhi Mataji. Her Grace Padmasakhi Mataji to enlighten us on the topic of Vraja Mandal Parikrama Session 7. Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving your valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Sri Vraja Mandal Parikrama. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Now I will hand over the call to you, Mataji. Please take over. Thank you.
Thank
Hare Krishna.
I see nice, beautiful creeper behind you, Mataji.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Lalitangi Mataji gave me all glories to her. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Please give me two. Hare Krishna. So I think today we will be going from Barsana to Nandagaon. We will see from Nandagaon, we will also go to Terkadam and Yavat. So how in the time we have, we will see till where we will go. We will go there and stop. So, 1 minute. Okay, I'm on the right slide. Okay. Namaum Vish. Sorry. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namaum Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanata Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatari Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. We just have, I think Friday is the last day of Kartik, but still we have, maybe we need 2 more sessions to finish. Parikrama. So yesterday we saw Barsana Parikrama and we stopped it. We didn't see Pili Pokhar. So we saw Shriji Mandir, Lala Ladli Temple, and then we came down. After that, we saw about Latmar Holi and Laddu Holi. And now we will see Pili Pokhar. So Pili Pokhar is also in Barsana. Very beautiful pastime associated with this. The one you're seeing on the screen is Pili Pokhar. So poker means kund, pili means yellow color. So what happened was, as we all know, so now you see Barsana, Nandagaon, Terkadam, then Yavat, they're all in a sequence. So Radharani used to cook for Krishna, right? So from she has to, like, she's from Barsana also, she's going to Nandagaon, and when she's in Yavat also, she's coming to Nandagaon. So what happens one day, she cooked food for Krishna, and Yashodha Maiyya was so pleased. Somehow she really likes Radharani. The You know how sometimes we get so impressed. We see little girls, they're so nice, so traditional. We kind of we like them, right? So Yashodha Maya, she was so much, somehow when she saw Radharani, she was thinking how nice it will be if I get a daughter-in-law like Radharani. And she was just engrossed in the thoughts, and she's very impressed with Radharani. So what she does when Radharani was leaving, she just holds her hand, and she will, in this thought, she will just apply turmeric, haldi, to Radharani's hands. And those days, like if some girl, unmarried girl, has turmeric to her hand, it means that she's engaged. So Yashoda Maya does that unknowingly, and now Radharani has haldi on her hands. She has to go back to Varsana, right? So and then she'll be thinking, what should I do now? What will if somebody sees, what will they think? Like that, she'll be hesitating. Then uh, her Sakhi, who was with her, maybe Lalita Sakhi, So she will say, don't worry. And when she comes here, Radharani washes her hands. So when she washes her hands, the whole kund became yellow color. And because when she's washing her hands, actually, she's absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. She'll be thinking about Krishna, his glory. She's just, so basically she's rubbing, when she's rubbing, she's just in the so much absorption in Krishna's thoughts that basically when she washed, it's all her love also has been uh, it just went into the water along with, because she just wiped it from her body and she's deeply absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. The kund just was filled with love, because all she washed, right? It touched her body, the water touched her body and entered this kund. So this one was filled, this kund was filled with love of Radharani. Then next day, when Krishna comes to herd the cows, he will pass by this way. And he will think like, I have never seen this kind of kund here, which is yellowish in color, golden complexion. So he'll be thinking like that. And slowly as he comes close, just gets in. First, it's nicely described, like how he just gets in, and the water is little bit to his legs, then it comes all the way till his knees, then his thighs, then his navel, then his chest, then his head, then till here, then till here, then till here, and only his peacock feather is seen, and even that is not seen. So he just goes inside that water, and then he comes out in golden complexion. He comes out in golden complexion, and he is just in Radha Bhav now. He that means it's like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's he's in the mood of Radharani, golden complexion. So Krishna exhibited that form of Gauranga form here after entering Pili Pokhara, because this kund was filled with love of Radharani. He got himself dipped in this water, and when he came out, he came in the mood of Radharani. So if you'll see, actually it's one of my favorite picture. I want to keep it on in my house. One of my friend paints so nicely. So she asked me, what do you want me to paint? I always tell her, if you can paint this Pili Pokhar painting for me and give. So it's a very beautiful painting where Radharani is washing her hand. The kund becomes yellowish. So very nice. Now you don't see it yellow in color. I don't see it, at least I don't see it yellowish. But that's the pastime associated with Pili Pokhar. And from here, we will be going to Nandaga. See, we'll see Nandaga. And as discussed, Varsana, it's the hill. The hill is the head of Brahma, but Nandaga is Shiva himself. So see, from Varsana Lala Ladli temple, we'll go to Prem Sarovar, Sanket Gram, Gopal Bhatta Goswami's Bhajan Kutir. Then we have you Uddhav Kyari, then Pavan Sarovar. And here we have Nanda Bhavan also. So we'll just see, and Virinda Kund. Most important when we go to Nandagaon. So we have on the way Prem Sarovar. So what is this Prem Sarovar? Very cute picture, Radha and Krishna crying. So they both are crying. Why are they crying? We will see. So one time Krishna comes with Madhumangal, Radharani comes with her Sakhis, and Krishna, Radharani, they both are exchanging their pastimes. Then a bumblebee, Madhu, starts like buzzing, then it's going around Radharani. Then Madhumangal, he didn't want to the pastimes to get disturbed. Basically, he didn't want Radha and Krishna to get disturbed. So what he will do, he will take a stick and he will drive away the bumblebee. Bumblebee is called Madhu, right? And Krishna is also called Madhu. So another name of Krishna. So with his stick, he will drive away the bumblebee, and Madhumangal starts saying, Madhu is gone, Madhu is gone, Madhu is gone. He'll be shouting. And see the love of Radharani. It is so surprising, and maybe it's very difficult for us to understand. Krishna is right in front of her, but when she heard that Madhu is gone, She starts crying, thinking that Krishna left. She just starts weeping, and seeing Radha and Krishna will be actually saying, I'm right here, but Radharani is just crying. And seeing Radharani's love, Krishna has no words to say. You know, when sometimes people show so much love, it is so overwhelming, right? We cannot take it. We feel, what do I say? How do I say? We feel it's like it gets too much for us. It's so much of love when somebody shows on us, when we go to somebody's house or our own parents. We want to reciprocate, and sometimes really tears come. I don't know if you have experienced. So Krishna starts crying, seeing Radharani's love towards him. He just weeps. So Radharani is crying, Krishna is crying, and in both of their love, with their prem, this Prem Sarovar, uh, uh, this Prem Sarovar is formed. If you go there, you will see how, the local Vrajavasis, they just go inside, they just swim, and boys just jump. It's a very beautiful place. So that is Prem Sarovar. It's filled with the tears of Radha and Krishna. Here we have Radha Prem Bihari. That's his feet. And then we will come to a place called Sanket Gram. I don't know, Sanket, like in Telugu also we have the same word, means like signals, indications of something, signals of something. So this is exactly in between Nandagram and Barsana. So Barsana, Radharani is living, Krishna is living Nandagram. So this is the place where gopis would come and they would give indications, like they would back and forth from Nandagaon to Barsana, Barsana to Nandagaon. They would give signals by various ways. Like one time we discussed, Radharani Shringar also had so many signals. If she puts 3 dots here, that means she's saying she will come with 3 gopis. I remember I was saying, if the peacocks are close, like if she put peacock designs very closely, that means she's indicating that they both can come close and talk to each other. If they're apart, that means she's saying we just meet a little far. We are not going to talk in a close manner. So many indications like that. From here also they give signals for Radha and Krishna's meetings. And then here there is Julan pastimes happening. Rasa Mandap is there. And very closely there's Bhajan Kutir of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And Sanketa Devi's temple is there underground. You have to go down. And here, Sanket Bihari deities are also there. They're the one you're seeing on the screen. This is a temple. So if you go underground, Sanketa Devi's temple is there. This is the Rasa Mandap. Actually, when you said Rasa Mandap, I was remembering one pastime of Krishna. Krishna, one day he was sleeping. And then Yashodha Maiyya will wake him up. As usual, like how all the mothers wake up, she'll wake him up. And Krishna has his favorite flute, short flute, Venu, I think is the name. He always is with that short flute. So now what will Krishna do? He's sleeping, so Yashoda Mai will wake him up, and as soon as Krishna wakes up, he will say, I am hungry, I am hungry. So Yashoda Mai will say, Kana, I will give, we have so many cows, I will give you butter, I will give you milk, and I am still getting complaints from gopis that you're stealing butter. And she will actually say, we have 9 lakh cows, I can give you everything, please don't steal. I will give you food, but before that, it is the instruction from your father that you have to read. So first you read something, then I will feed you. Like many of us will say to our kids. So Krishna will ask, what should I read? Then she will say, you have to read scriptures. Baba asked you to read scriptures. Then Krishna will ask, what will I get if I read scriptures? Yashoda Mai will say, Krishna, you will get liberation if you read scriptures. Then Krishna will ask, so Maya, if I read scriptures and if I get liberation, will you come with me? Will you also be there? Then Yashoda will say, no, Krishna, I will not be there. Okay, Baba will be there, right? So then Yashoda Maya will say, no, when you get liberation and when you go, you will not have anybody there. But again, Krishna will ask, Maya, will I have my gopis also there? My favorite gopis, will they be there? Then Yashodaya Maya, now with a little like serious tone, she will tell, no, Krishna, when you get liberated and when you go there, you will not see anybody. Then Krishna will say, okay, then I am rejecting that kind of Shastra study. I don't want to. Read. I don't want to read that. So he will say, I'm just rejecting. And then, okay, it is done. And then he eats and then he goes. So one gopi will come, one old gopi, she will come, and she looks little tired, and then Yashodamai will ask, like, what happened? Why are you so tired? And she says that again Krishna stole butter, and I have hard time to catch him. I was trying to catch him, but I have very hard time catching him. And he teases me, saying, you can't catch me. And he says, my mother-in-law saw Krishna, his hands are inside the pot, inside the butter. But then Krishna says an excuse, saying that the weather is so hot, and just to cool my body, my mother gave me a pot of butter, so I just kept my hands inside the pot of butter to cool my body. So he just gives an excuse like that. And then the mother-in-law asks, then why do you have butter around your mouth? So then he has a reason for that. So he says that do do you know, there was a mosquito trying to bite me, and then it was bothering me a lot. So I just rubbed my mouth with the hands. That's why you see butter just touched around my mouth. But I didn't steal any butter and I didn't eat any butter. So he will try. Then the old lady will be telling, Krishna will be trying to give all these reasons. Then Yashoda might this time she will say, I have to teach him a lesson now. It's getting too much. He's like, so what she will do usually, Yashoda Maya, see, everybody has their leelas, like their pastime places. So Yashoda Maya is at Nandagaon. She is not going to forest. In fact, one time I think she tries to go. Whose lecture I heard this from? Maybe from Indradumna Maharaj, only because so many pastimes he did last during COVID time. Then one time actually she tries to go, but then his friends will say, Yashoda Maya, you cannot handle this because you will see so many thorny bushes, creepers, and you will think like Lala is getting hurt by all these thorns and he comes late for his lunch and you get so sad seeing all that. So they will say, you better not. So then what happens is, so that's why everybody has their Leela Stalis. She stays in Nandagaon, but now she takes a stick and she just goes to the forest. And when she goes to the forest, I heard that Yashodama is little like heavy body, so she gets tired with all the running, and then she just sits at one place. And then she actually sees Krishna now performing Rasa Leela with the gopis. She never sees that, right? So when she sees that, she feels so ecstatic, and she seeing all the divinity, so much love, she faints. And because the Rasa Mandap point came, I was just remembering that past time. And she faints, and I think the gopas or um, some of the gopis will find Yashoda Maya, like that she fainted. And Krishna loves Yashoda Maya. So he just comes running, and he just can't take Yashoda Maya, see her in that situation. So he immediately wants to cool her, right? Basically, she's very tired with all the running and she's exhausted. So I think there is some pool called Shitali Kund. It is in Vrindavan only, Shitali Kund. So he immediately makes that kund, and he kinds of tries to get her relaxed. So here also, what I was saying is, so here at the Sanketa we see Rasa Mandap where they perform Rasa Leela. Oh, sorry, I went really far. Oh my God. Okay. And then from here, we will next see Gopal Bhatta Goswami's Bhajan Kutir. And as I said, as we all know, Bhatta Goswami's deity is Radha Raman. He is in Vrindavan. Actually, Radha Raman is one of my favorite deities. Very cute, small and cute. And this is Radha Raman. This is Gopal Bhatta Goswami had so many shaligrams. I think a dozen of them or 11. So from one of the Shaligram Shilas, this Radharaman deity manifested. And actually it is said that Krishna exactly looks like this in Radharaman is the combination of three. Gopinath, Madan Mohan and Govindadev. So all three deities are in him. So it's said that Krishna exactly looks like this in the spiritual world. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami's drink hot water. Bhatta Goswami's Bhajan Kutir is here. Get his eyes. Get teeth. 1 minute. And then we have Uddhav Khyari. Now Gopal Bhatta Goswami, I think he's born in Bangladesh, and at 14 years only he studied all the Shastras. Very he was sent to Navadvip for Shastra study, I think. Anyways, but Gopal Bhatta Goswami's this deity is famous, Radharaman. And Uddhav Khyari is there. This is the place actually where Uddhav comes to meet gopis. Remember, we were discussing in Mathura where Krishna asks Uddhav to go and to console gopis, and Uddhav thinks like, how can I console gopis because gopis are not educated. Who was born in Bangladesh? Gopal Bhatta Goswami. I think that's what I was saying. I think he was born in today's Bangladesh. So Uddhav was sent here. So this is the place where, remember, he goes to, I don't know how many of you were there for our Mathura pastimes. He first goes to Nanda Maharaj, Yashodha Maiyya, then he will ask Nanda Maharaj to take him to gopis. And then this is the spot he meets them and he will talk. And then he will realize how gopis have so much of love. Initially, he was a little puffed up thinking gopis are not educated. But later he realizes they are more educated than Uddhav. So this is the place where Uddhav meets gopis. I think Preeti will ask Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I am not sure. She was later in Srirangam only, but today morning when I was referring notes also I saw like he's born in today's Bangladesh. Or let's see. Maybe
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Then or maybe I got confused. We will see. As we go, so many slides are there if the notes is somewhere else.
Sure.
So Nanda Baitak. So here also Nanda Maharaj used to sit and then they all used to talk. Then some would say, I think our Khana is like the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Nanda Maharaj would say, Kana is not Supreme Personality of Godhead because he gets so angry when there is no food. He eats 50 times a day. He is very naughty. If he is not, if he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he will not behave like this. If he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Nanda Maharaj would say to the Vrajavasis that, no, I don't think so. He is God. And then one of my favorite and cute pastime, we will see how below. So basically, how below means you're seeing here, right? So some weird stones and some weird kind of weird shaped forms are like all these, like you're seeing here, right? These kind of stones are there. So what happened was we try to scare little kids for many things if they don't listen, right? Like we call cops or ghost is coming and all those things. So Yashodha Maiyya also, she would try to scare Krishna and Balaram to make them listen, to make them eat, or to make them stay in the house. So she would just say, don't go deep in the forest, like that. She would say like this, how below. And sometimes she would just, I see that with my son, because my son is not very brave. He gets scared for very little things. So even small things. Sometimes when I just look like this in dark, he's like, "Amma, why are you looking like that? I'm getting scared," because he thinks something is there behind him. He says that. So now this pastime makes sense to me. So then Krishna and Balaram, sometimes Yashoda may say, "Oh, Krishna, Balaram, he came, he came." Then they don't even dare to look. Actually, there's nothing but just Yashoda Maya scares, and then they just starts running from the forest back to the house, because she just wants them to come back to the house. They don't come, and they're just playing. She just wants them to come, so she just scares them, saying all these ghostly things. And this is called Haubila. This is a place where you see all those weird things. And then there is Nanda Maharaj used to worship these deities, Narsimha Varaha deity, Narsimha Varaha, and it is on the advice of Garga Muni, in order to protect, because Krishna would get attacked by so many demons, right? So these were the deities worshipped. These Varaha and Narsimha Dev were worshipped by Nanda Maharaj. This is the temple. And then we are going to Nanda Bhavan. In Nanda Bhavan, when we go, see, this is the do we have any temple pictures? So when we go from here, we go all the way back, right? So on the altar, we will see these deities. Krishna, Balaram, they're always dressed together. It is said that Krishna wanted to protect his brother. Sometimes when they discuss, the demons might get confused, thinking Balaram is Krishna, and they might attack Balaram. So that's the reason Balaramji wanted to wear same dress. And another reason is said that Yashoda Maya didn't want any argument, like how if we have two siblings with the same gender, they keep arguing, right? I like this, I like that. So it's better to put. I used to do a lot like that to both my kids. Same dress I used to. Now they don't want to wear because they're growing big. They have different choices. But otherwise, I used to do that. So like that, it said that Yashoda Maya would dress them in same dresses every day. So we will see Krishna, Balaram, Yashoda Maya, and Nanda Maharaj. And Radharani would always come to, every day would come to cook for Krishna here to Nanda Bhavan. Madhumangal and Sridham deities are also there on the other sides. This is Nanda Bhavan. And then here one very famous pastime. So one time Krishna, what happens, if you see in this picture, this is the picture on the wall of Nanda Bhavan. So what happens, Krishna had a desire. Krishna knew that, Shiva knew that Krishna appeared and he's living in Nanda Bhavan. So now what happens, he had a desire to see Krishna. But we know how Shiva looks. His appearance is little, not very appealing. You can say it's very scary, because he doesn't wear proper clothes. He has all that dust from graveyard. So he will be playing his damru. Dum, 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 he'll play and he will come. And then Yashoda Maya will see him and she will think my Kana will get scared. Maybe my Kana will get scared looking at him, and she just wants to hide uh, Krishna inside. But the purpose of Shiva coming is to take darshan of Krishna. And then she will hide him. And he requests Yashoda Maya to show Krishna, but she rejects. She says, "No, my Kana will get scared of you. You just came for like food, so just take this roti, take this sabji. You please leave this place." So Krishna, like Shiva, was so upset, and then he leaves that place, and he walks a little forward. He's very sad, and he will stop at one spot. I'll show you that. So what Shiva came with an asha. Asha, right? With asha is like a hope. He came with a hope that he can have darshan of Krishna, and he didn't get. So he comes to this place and he just sad, shed his tears, crying for Krishna that he couldn't get darshan. And now what happens there? Now Shiva is a dearmost devotee of Krishna. How can Krishna make him sad? So what he will do, he will come up with a plan to give darshan to Shiva. So he will start crying, just starts crying. Yashodama didn't know why Krishna is crying so much. Then Purnamasi and all the gopis will come as soon as Krishna cries, and they all will tell, "Oh, you just said that that person came with a damru, right? Maybe he casted an eye on Krishna. It's all because of that negativity that Krishna is crying. He would have casted a eye, negative eye or evil eye. So now there is nazar to our Krishna. That's why our Krishna is crying. Now just go call that person. Purnamasi will tell to the gopis, just bring him back. He has to take all the negative, the cast, the evil eye that he's spelled on Krishna. So it's his responsibility. He had to remove it. So let's just call him back. So all the gopis will run for Shiva, and Shiva at this spot where there is today Ashishwar Mahadev temple. This is the Linga, Ashishwar Mahadev. So at this spot, they will find him and then they will bring him. And now Shiva is so happy to have darshan of Krishna. And Krishna, now Shiva plays Damru and he's ecstatic having darshan and he's just dancing. Then looking at that, Krishna laughs. How cute little babies, they just laugh. So he's just laughing. And Yashodha Maiyya is so happy, and all the gopis are so happy seeing Krishna laugh so much. And now she says now to Lord Shiva that his job is done. Now he can leave. Shiva is so sad. And when Shiva was about to leave, Krishna starts crying. And he's not stopping. Yashodha Maiyya doesn't know how to make him stop crying. And so she's getting confused. Now Shiva says, he will not cry unless and until his feet is placed on my head. Now very reluctantly, Yashodha Maiyya, she just, because she's just thinking Krishna gets scared looking at him. Then very reluctantly, she will keep the feet of Shiva, Krishna, baby, tender baby feet of Krishna touches the head of Shiva. Now Shiva is super happy to take the dust of his Lord Krishna, and he's so ecstatic and he just dances in ecstasy, and Krishna is just laughing again. Now Yashodha Maiyya will say, my Krishna is so happy when you're there, why don't you stay with us? Then on one condition, Shiva agrees to stay. He says that every day, whatever remnants you have after you feed your Krishna, after you bathe your Krishna, you should just give it to me first. On that condition, I will stay here, he will tell. So in Nanda Bhavan, you will see Nandeshwar Mahadev. As I said, Nanda Bhavan, that hill is Shiva. So he is reciting here, and even till today, it's a practice that the Charanamrit and the Prasad offered to the Lord is first given to Shiva. Here he is in the courtyard of Nanda Bhavan. So Nandeshwar Mahadev, then Ashishwar Mahadev, and very close to this, we will see Pavan Sarovar. So Pavan Sarovar is said to be constructed by Pavan Gopa, who is the father of Vishaka Sakhi. And Pavan Sarovar is also very, what do I say, very quiet, calm. Vrindavan is like that only. But here you feel it more like serene and quiet place. So, and Yashodha Maiyya, it is said that when you'll see a spot here where Radharani used to cook here at Pavan Sarovar, and from Pavan Sarovar, the gopis would make a queue line after finishing cooking. They would hold all the pots and all the way to Nanda Bhavan. It's a huge line, big queue. All the gopis would hold the pots till Nanda Bhavan. So Radharani would cook here, and Krishna would do very beautiful pastimes of teasing the girl, gopis, going underwater. He does that everywhere. So here also he would do. And one time on Akshaya Tritiya day, Nanda Maharaj wants to go to Prayag to take bath. It's a practice even till today, they do that. Then Yashodha Maiyya is cooking so many savories to take when they're going. So when Krishna inquired, she says that like tomorrow we are all going to Prayag. Then he will go and ask Baba, like he'll go and tell to Nanda Baba, let's not go today. Can we please go tomorrow? On the day of, we'll just go in the morning. So Nanda Baba will say, okay. He cannot say no to Krishna. Then that day morning, next day morning, Nanda Maharaj, he just comes outside in the morning just to take a bath, or he just comes outside. And then he sees a black person just rolling on the grounds here at Pavan Sarovar. Then Nanda Maharaj will be thinking, who is this person just rolling in these grounds? And then he will tell, I am Prayagraj. Everybody will come and take bath in me to wash away all their sins. I am so sinful now. Where will my sins get vanished? So I come here so that I take a bath here. I roll in the dust of Vrindavan and I take a bath here, that my sins are all vanquished. He says that to Nanda Maharaj, and he says, not only me, all the holy rivers come. You just look around, and Nanda Maharaj will get a darshan of all the holy rivers. Like, they don't look like normal human beings. He can understand they're divine and they're demigods. So they all are around the Pavan Sarovar. So then Nanda Maharaj will think, if Prayagraj himself is coming here, why should I go all the way to Prayagraj? I can stay here only at Pavan Sarovar, and we can take bath. So Nanda Maharaj cancels the plan of going back to Prayagraj. So Pavan Sarovar is that holy. It's a very holy place. And this is Pavaneshwar Mahadev. We will see here. And Radha Pavan Bihari is also there. Pavan is purifying. So this is the most purifying Sarovar. And then, see, as I said, Radharani cooks here. And we also have Sanatan Goswami have bhajan kutis at various places. This is also one spot. It is said that one time, because he doesn't do Madhukari, Krishna himself, like a little boy, comes and gives him buttermilk. He tells that the ladies there around are saying that he's not drinking anything. So he says, I myself got it to you. And he just gives buttermilk. Krishna himself comes. So Sanatan Goswami has bhajan kutir here. He has in Govardhan, we have seen that bhajan kutir as well. And if you see this is Krishnadas Babaji. So one time Radhanath Maharaj also explained in his lecture that he's very dear to this Krishnadas Babaji is very dear to our dear Srila Prabhupada. One time Srila Prabhupada comes with his Westerners to this place, and Krishnadas Babaji wanted to meet him, but nobody was allowed. So they'll say, no, nobody is allowed to meet Prabhupada. But he will tell, please tell my name that I came. Prabhupada will allow me. So then when the Prabhupada knows that he came, Prabhupada just comes running, and then he hugs him, and Prabhupada gets so emotional. And because Prabhupada was in Vrindavan for quite some time, right? So he gets emotional, and then so he's very dear to our Srila Prabhupada, and his Samadhi is also here around Pavan Sarovar. And then we are going to Vrindakund. So this is Vrindakund, and the way we are going to Vrindakund. Now Vrindakund is taken care by ISKCON. Before, I think it was Madhu Krishna Babaji. His Samadhi is also there now in Vrindakund. He gets a dream to hand it over to ISKCON, and then he hands over it to ISKCON. He used to take care of Vrindakund before. So Vrindakund is, again, you will see so many parrots in Vrindakund. All the trees are like bunches of parrots. And beautiful Vrinda Devi, so beautiful deity. And as we discussed, Vrindavan is Vrinda Devi. She offers her one to Radharani because she's nicely devoted, right? And she does beautiful. Actually, it said that Vrinda Devi has a storehouse. If Krishna wants to become something, immediately Krishna can become. If Radharani wants to become something, she can become. All the direction, it's said that Braj Planning Commission, Vrindakund is said Braj Planning Commission, all the pastimes, actually everything, all the planning, all the direction, everything happens here at Vrindakund. And this is a beautiful deity of Vrinda Devi. And if you see, Vrinda Devi has this molten golden complexion, and she wears blue garments, and she's decorated with pearls. She wears a pearl on the tip of her nose also. Her father is Chandrabhanu, and her mother is Pulara Devi. Her husband is Mahipal. So she every day, Purnamasi, she comes with a Nandimukhi here in the morning. That is their, because they do this, as I said, Brajila Pastime Commission, they plan. Today, what parrots are going for to give the messages, where Radha Krishna are meeting, how they're meeting, which gopis are there, everything. And she has her favorite yellow parrot, Daksha. And Daksha has so many parrot disciples. Surprisingly, we see so many parrots also in Vrindakund, not other places. Here, so many parrots. And one small, like how, as I said, Vrinda Devi, like she has a warehouse. One time, what happens? Sister-in-law of Radharani, Kutila, she gets a doubt. She thinks, my dear sister-in-law, Radharani, her body is very, very tender. And every day she's saying she's doing some austerities and she's coming here to Yamuna, and she's taking bath every single day. And how can a tender body take so much cold in the morning? She comes and she takes, and she thinks like there's something fishy happening. Maybe she's meeting Krishna, or maybe something is happening. She just wants to figure out. Now the parrots came and gave all the messages to Vrindadevi that she's going to come and check on Radharani, and that time Radharani was with Krishna. So what will happen is immediately, because she has a warehouse, she can just change Krishna. So immediately Krishna disguises himself as Abhimanyu, the husband of Radharani. So then now what happens is so he'll just be walking from that side. Then Chet Kudla says, and she asks, hey brother, what are you doing? Then she will just say, I'm just coming in just to find out my cows. Then she will say, you're always worried about your cows. You don't even care about what your wife is doing, where she's going, whom she's meeting. Then she will tell complaints about Radharani. So then Abhimanyu will say that, okay, I'm going to go to Mathura, and now I'm going to complain to King Kamsa about all these things about Krishna. I'm just going to complain. And she will say, and he will say, actually, maybe Krishna, when I'm not there, Krishna might do a lot of tricks. So you just be careful. He will tell that, and he will go. So now he will just say like that, right? So now real Abhimanyu is also there. So Krishna says this, just creates a doubt. So now Krishna, who is disguised Abhimanyu, he will just walk into the palace of in Yavat, just he will walk into the palace. So they will just think he is Abhimanyu, and then he will meet Radharani. He will be talking with Radharani. Now the real Abhimanyu is coming. He doesn't know what has happened, so he just comes, and Jatila and Kukla are thinking real Abhimanyu is already inside the house. Their brother and son, they inside the house. They don't know that it's Krishna disguised as Abhimanyu. So now real Abhimanyu is coming. Now what they will do, as soon as they see Abhimanyu, they will think it is Krishna trying to trick them. And they will start throwing cow dung balls, cow dung cakes, gobar balls on him. And Abhimanyu will be thinking, what happened to both my mother and sister? Have they gone mad? They will think like, you will get this, you deserve this, like that, and they'll be throwing all the gobar balls and all the cow dung cakes on Abhimanyu. So like that, by the help of Vrinda Devi makes sure that Radha and Krishna pastimes happen without any interruptions. So anyways, so that's how Vrinda Devi helps. And then this is Vrindakund. And we have some behind, there is something called as Gupta Kund. So Gupta is something secret, right? So what happened is, His Grace Dinabandhu Prabhu explains it so nicely, long back during the COVID time. So one time, so this is Gupta Kund. So one time what happens is, Radharani will be walking, and she will tell to her Sakhis that I just see a monsoon cloud with an inverted forest. Why is the forest inverted? And I see some lightning. When she's coming back from cooking, she just feels like that. And then the gopis will observe closely, and they will say, no, Radharani, that monsoon cloud is none other than Krishna. And the inverted forest is the Vanamala garland that he's wearing. And the lightning that you're seeing, his is Pitambar Dhoti. And she will say like, there is a rainbow upside down, I think, rainbow upside down. So he will, rainbow upside down is the Vanamala garland, that Krishna is wearing. And so they will say, it's all, whatever you see is his peacock feather, his pearl necklace, the birds flying is his peacock feather. So they will tell it is none other than Krishna only. You're getting confused seeing Krishna as something else. So then Radha and Krishna look at each other. And with their glance, suddenly one big lotus flower opens at the spot. And then 8-petal lotus comes. So Krishna sits in the center, and all the gopis will sit. Then 8 becomes 16. Then the manjaris will say 16 will become 32. then like, it keeps extending, and all the Sakhis and the Manjaris keep coming and sitting, and it is called as Yoga Pit. And it is said that this Yoga Pit is in Gupta Kund, and very many intimate pastimes happen here at this Yoga Pit, at this Gupta Kund. So that Gupta Kund is also in Vrindakund. So Vrindakund is very, very this is a place where very intimate pastimes, very deep pastimes of Radha Krishna are happening, and very beautiful place. Very and from Vrindakund, we can see Nandagaon will be visible. It's a very nice place. So this is about Nandagaon, and from here we will go to another place, Kadiravan. I'll share my screen. Now I remember. Preeti Vilasni Mataji, I am sorry. Not Gopal Bhatta Goswami is not from Bang. Now when I said Kadiravan, I'm remembering. It is Loknath Goswami. I'm sorry. Remember? Now I remembered. Amma. Mataji, 1 minute. I am opening that slide. Oh, no. Sorry. Where is that? Okay. I see that. When I said Kadiravan, I remembered. Share some. Okay. So now from here, we will go to Kadiravan. Kadiravan is also very the small place, but very important pastime happened here. So Kadiravan is the place where Krishna killed Bakasura. Actually, I heard somewhere, I think when Bakasura came, I think they were saying like, they were screaming, Kaire, Kaire, like he came to eat us. So later it became as Kadiravan, as what, that's how it became Kadiravan. And here on the way also we will see Anjanak. It's the village of Induleka Sakhi. It's like the pastime is a very small pastime where Krishna applies kajal to Radharani. One time Krishna plays flute and Radharani just comes like that. Krishna observes that she didn't wear kajal. So there is the Shila. See, this is the Shila, Anjanaka Shila. So he rubs this black Shila and he applies kajal to Radharani. And it is said that even now, if we touch this slab, if we rub, kajal appears in our hands. And they use this to apply kajal to the deities there. And even in this pastime also, if you see, when Radharani came, by the help of Vrinda Devi, Krishna creates an asan for her. So Krishna, he arranges an asan where Radharani can sit, and Krishna nicely applies, because just now we discussed it, Vrinda Devi has everything in hand. She's handy, hands-on. So immediately she will provide. This Shila is there at Anjanauk, village of Induleka Sakhi. So on the altar also we will see Induleka, Vishaka, Lalita, Induleka. And then, yes, so here we have Loknath Goswami's Bhajan Kutir. You see here, and Loknath Goswami actually is first one of all the Goswamis who visited Vrindavan. He stayed with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for 24 years, and then he gets an instruction that he has to go to Vrindavan. But he just had to follow. So if you see here also, it will be written Loknath Goswami's Bhajan Kutir, or some stali, like his Bhajana stali. This is a tree where he used to sit. So now, as I said, I just got confused before. I'm so sorry. So it was Loknath Goswami who was born in Bangladesh, and at 14 years itself is very well versed in Shastric study, and he was sent to Mayapur for his studies, and his classmate was Nimai Pandit. I heard Maharaj was explaining in the lecture, and then he didn't want to get married. He just wanted to be an associate of Sachinandan Gaurahari, and he upon Mahaprabhu's instruction, he came here, and he had a beautiful deity, Radha Vinod. We will see all those things. And Loknath Goswami is Manjulali Manjari in the spiritual world. He's very well respected by all the Goswamis also. And it said that he's one of the 4 Kumaras, Sananda. Which lecture Indradumna Maharaj said, one lecture is there on Loknath Goswami that he gave. So he mentioned all details in that. And okay. So when Loknath Goswami came here, what happens? He was wandering. He was going everywhere in Vrindavan. And one day, suddenly from nowhere, a little boy comes and he gives a ditty. It's called Radha Vinod ditty. He just gives in his hand and he will say, you have to take care, and he leaves. So now he doesn't know how to take care because he himself has no house to stay and he cannot take care of him, right? So he used to keep him under this tree that we were seeing. There used to be a hollow spot and he used to keep in that hollow, in that hole. When it rains, he used to keep in that hole. And it is said that Loknath Goswami stitched a bag himself and he would keep that Radha Vinod deity and he would hang that bag in his neck and he would go everywhere. And there is the most important place here in Khadiravan is this Kishori Kund. What happens is in this near this Kishori Kund only we will see Loknath Goswami's Bhajan Kutir also. As I said, during rainy season he would keep the deity in that hollow in that tree. And Radharani took her coronation bath in here. So what happens is very close by here also there is I'm just trying to show if that picture is there. No, it's not there. Okay. So there's a place called Chatravan. Chatra means umbrella, right? So one time what happens, Madhumangal just keeps telling to the Gopa boys that I think Krishna should be announced as the prince, the king of Vrindavan, because he lived at Govardhan, he does so many pastimes, he kills the demons, he does so many unusual pastimes. So I think he's the king of Vrindavan. So then they will tell, okay, now you announce in whole Vrindavan that he's the king of Vrindavan. So Madhumangal will be going and announcing everywhere. And then he comes to a place where gopis are there. And when he announces, the gopis kind of tries to tease him and they will tie him with the flower ropes and then they'll just tie him. And Madhumangal very funny way he will say, you can tie me, but you just give me a lot of laddus also. Like that he will be telling. And then they all will tell, okay, now if you have to be released, you go call your master. You're declaring him that he's the king of Vrindavan. Just call. So now Madhumangal will go and tell Krishna, Krishna, you have to come and help me now because these gopis are tying me and they're saying if they have to release me, you have to come. So then Krishna will come. And then they all will be telling, he is not the gopis will be telling, like, he is not the king of Vrindavan. Our Radharani is the queen of Vrindavan and they want to give her coronation, that she is the queen. And then Radharani, when she looks at Krishna, she didn't want that to happen. How can she accept the throne when she knows that her master is present? So she comes down and she takes Krishna. So now the Gopas and Gopis, they come to a common point and then they coronate Radha and Krishna as king of Vrindavan and the queen of Vrindavan. So after the coronation, it is said that Radharani takes bath here in Kishori Kund. Because she took bath here, like this is known as Kishori. She's Kishori, right? So it's Kishori Kund. See, this is all Kishori Kund and this is the temple. These are the deities inside the temple of Kishori Kund, Radha and Krishna. And as I said, Radha Vinod deity was given to Loknath Goswami, and now this deity is in Radha Gokulananda temple. Actually, when Loknath Goswami comes, he comes along with Bhugarbha Goswami also here to Vrindavan. So Radha Vinod deity is in Radha Gokulananda temple right now. And he took care of him, and the deity talks to him also. He'll be saying, all these days I'm in this forest, I'm feeling very hungry, can you please feed me? And he would offer flowers and he would place it like a flower bed. So if you see the deity here, Radha Vinod. Actually, they were also moved to Jaipur later because of the Mughals' attack. This is Narottam Das Thakur's deity. You know, Narottam Das Thakur is the only disciple of Loknath Goswami. Bhugarbha Goswami's deities are there. Radha Vinod are there. Let's see. The larger deities of Vijay Govinda, therefore Baldev Vidyabhushan. These are Baldev Vidyabhushan deities. And if you see here, in this Radha Gokulan temple, here there is one small Giriraj Shila also. See this one. This was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to hold this Giriraj Shila and he would chant. And with his thumb impression, it got melted. And this is also at Gokulananda temple. So these are Radha Vinod deities. Okay. Radha Vinod deity, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Shila is there, then Narottam Das Thakur is there. Narottam Das Thakur's deity is there. So this is Radha Gokulananda. Now here you will see Radha Vinod. So then, what about Loknath Goswami? Yes. So this is about Kadiravan. Kadiravan basically is all about Radha Vinod's deity. You can have their darshan. And here at Radha Gokulananda, the specialties, you will see so many samadhis near Radha Gokulananda temple. So many Acharya samadhis are there. See, these are from Jaipur. These are the original deities. They're from Jaipur. The ones at Radha Gokulananda now are Pratibhu. These are the original ones. This is Radha Gokulananda temple in Jaipur. Sorry, Radha Vinod deities in Jaipur. This temple is also from Jaipur. Okay. Chapter 1. This you will see near Kishori Kund. As I said, Chapter 1 is the pastime. So that is about Kadiravan. Okay. We can go to Ter Kadambais. Just a moment. So we will go to Ter Kadamba and then we can stop today. We can see Yavat little later. Please give me. Okay. Okay. So from Nandagaon, as we are moving, we stopped at Kadiravan and then we are going to Ter Kadamba. Ter means calling. Kids are not allowed in live like that. So, Ter Kadamba, which is said kids should not be shown in live. So Ter Kadamba is again, do I say? You might be thinking I'm saying everything is beautiful, but this is also again a very, how do I say? I love the this part actually. So many cows, it's so many different names of cows, colorful cows, dioramas are there. So 1 minute. So in Ter Kadamba, Ter means calling. So what happens actually is Krishna, as I said, this is very close to Nandagaon, right? So Radharani would walk all these places, cooking, and she would go. And sometimes it is said that Radharani, when she comes here one time, she lost her pearl necklace. It broke. And pearls spilled everywhere in Ter Kadam. And when the gopis were picking, they could see the reflection of Krishna. And Krishna would tease them also here, like spilling milk on them when he is cow. Because Nanda Maharaj has a Goshala here at, it's close to Nandagaon, right? Nandagaon, Ter Kadam, and this area, there was a Goshala also. So Krishna would come here every day. So he would spill the milk on the gopis, and he would call the gopis. And gopis will be missing because Krishna left Nandagaon for herding the cows, right? And he would be calling so that they will come and give him butter in the afternoon. And all the gopis would wait for his call. They would come here and they will give butter. And this is the place, we know that he had so many cows, right? 9 lakh cows. And they are divided into 108 groups. And again, there's a subdivision of 25 groups based on their color, based on the spots. All brown spots are on one group, black spots are on one group, all white are in one group. So like that, based on the size of the horns, they're in one group. And so So many names are there, right? So Krishna would just play his flute. If it is time to go back, Krishna would nicely play the flute and all the cows would come back. And when he comes back, he has to take attendance, right? So Krishna would have a pearl necklace with 108 beads. So when one group comes, he will touch the head with one pearl. The second group comes, he will touch again with the second pearl. So like that, he would take attendance. And that is one thing. And also here, Rupa Goswami lived in Ter Kadamba. Actually, Goswamis have no fixed space. They would travel everywhere because they didn't want to get attached to one spot. So what happens was when Rupa Goswami was writing books where he's sharing all happy pastimes about Radha and Krishna's pastimes, the trees would feel happy, and of the season they would give some nice flowers. It doesn't matter which season. They would give like that nice golden flowers, beautiful flowers. And when he's writing about the pastimes which are very sad, the trees would shed their leaves. So like that, Rupa Goswami stayed here for some time. And that's why we see his, this is the small spot, his Bhajan Kutir kind. And this is the picture that you will see. And if you see, here Radharani is bringing something. So what happens, one time he has a desire to cook kheer to Sanatan Goswami and he wants to feed. But how will he get? He himself is a Goswami. So how will he make? How will he get the ingredients? So Radharani understands his desire. So Radharani comes as a little gopi and she will bring all the ingredients and she will say, Baba, my mother is giving dhan, like she wants to give to Brahmanas. So I got all these ingredients for you. Can you please take this? Some say she just gave ingredients, and few places I read like she cooked herself here. And when Rupa Goswami feeds it to Sanatan Goswami doesn't feel like, he feels it's so divine and he feels it is not made by some human being. And so he just asks, like, who made this? Then Rupa Goswami just tells what all has happened, and Sanatan Goswami just realizes it was none other than Srimati Radharani herself. And initially in Govardhan also we saw how Sanatan Goswami says we have to do service to them, but we should not take service from them. So he feels like he feels so emotional and he's just in tears that like Radharani did this for them. He gets so emotional. So that because of that pastime happened here, we will see that picture here at Ter Kadam. So yesterday we celebrated Gopashtami, right? So that means Krishna got promoted to take care of cows from calves. So Krishna and Balaram used to sit here. This is there in Ter Kadam. Krishna and Balaram used to sit here. On the day of Gopashtami also, they would make them sit here and like a throne, they would sit here. The space is there even now, it's there in Ter Kadam. So from Ter Kadam, this is the view of Nandagaon. So these are all very close by. Vrindakund, Pavan Sarovar, Nandagaon, Ter Kadam. So many Kadamba trees are there. Krishna would nicely stand on that Kadamba tree and Ter, he would just call for gopis. And from here, we will go to Yavat. Yavat is having so many beautiful pastimes. We will see Yavat next week. We will stop it here. It's time. It's 8:30. So we will stop and we will see some videos. So today we have seen Nandagaon, we went to Khadiravan, and then we went to Ter Kadam. So then we will go to Yavat, Kokilavan next week. Thank you all so much. Please forgive sometimes here and there. If I give any confusion, I'm so sorry. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all the some devotees ki jai.
Mataji, are we doing the videos or no today?
We will do videos.
Okay, I will stop the live.